Every year, global chocolate consumption reaches 7 million tons, a figure that doubles every decade. Chocolate is not only a beloved treat, but also a part of cultural history, a gift from the gods to humanity. It is made from the fruit of the cocoa tree, a tropical plant full of wonders. However, turning these cocoa fruits into delicious chocolate bars requires meticulous and highly skilled production processes. How do we produce more than 200,000 chocolate bars every day? Follow our video to see how farmers cultivate cocoa, the methods of harvesting and processing in the factory to transform cocoa beans into the chocolate bars we enjoy. The chocolate journey begins in Central America, where it was discovered more than 3,000 years ago. Since then, the world has gradually fallen in love with chocolate. In the mid-19th century, Joseph Fry, an Englishman, created the first solid chocolate bar by combining cocoa butter, sugar, and cocoa powder. By 1875, Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter, with the help of Henry Nestle, developed the first milk chocolate by adding powdered milk to the mix. This breakthrough created a smooth texture and sweet flavor, which has delighted generations. We will explore the tropical rainforests around the equator, where cocoa trees thrive. Cocoa trees prefer low, humid lands with low pH and moderate rainfall. They grow well in this environment and can be cultivated from seeds. Farmers sow cocoa seeds in soil bags, water them regularly, and keep them in nurseries to protect them from direct sunlight. However, growing cocoa from seeds takes about 4 to 5 years for the tree to start bearing fruit. So many farmers choose grafting or budding techniques to harvest fruit in just 2 to 3 years. Strategic pruning also plays a crucial role in helping the trees grow strong. When the trees start flowering, small insects pollinate the flowers, and after a while, cocoa pods begin to form. These pods gradually grow and change color. When they reach their characteristic color, they are ready to be harvested. This process takes about 5 months, from flower blooming to pod ripening. However, these precious cocoa pods are vulnerable to insect attacks, so farmers protect the pods by wrapping each one in resin. But insects are not the only threat. Harvesting cocoa pods is a major challenge. Cocoa pods do not fall off on their own. They must be cut from the trees under the blazing sun, with temperatures reaching up to 35 degrees Celsius, requiring extremely hard labor. Farmers must harvest about 1,500 cocoa pods per day. Only fully ripe pods are harvested, as early harvesting results in sour and bitter cocoa beans. After harvesting, the cocoa pods are stacked and moved to the processing area. To avoid loss due to diseases, the beans must be extracted within 1 to 3 days, using specialized tools to remove the beans without damaging them. A cocoa tree can produce 20 to 30 pods per year, and each tree's annual yield provides about 450 grams of chocolate. Each pod contains 30 to 50 beans, and it is these beans that make the chocolate we love. The cocoa beans are placed in fermentation areas, where workers put them in bins or stack them, covering them and letting them sit for 6 days. As the temperature rises beneath the covering, the fermentation process begins, helping to soften the bitterness and release important aromas. During this process, the cocoa beans darken and develop a richer flavor. The chemical reactions in the beans reduce acidity and bring out the characteristic taste of chocolate. After fermentation, the beans are sun-dried until the shells are dry and can be separated. Beans that meet the standards are weighed and packaged for export to supply chocolate manufacturers. At chocolate factories, millions of bags of cocoa beans are sorted and stacked in large warehouses, ready for the next processing step. Most cocoa beans in the world come from West Africa, which accounts for 70% of the global cocoa supply. The beans are sent through conveyor belts to be cleaned, removing branches, stones, and impurities. Before processing, the beans must undergo thorough cleaning and a sifting process. After that, they are heated to loosen the outer shell. Once heated, the beans are fed into a shelling machine, where the blades help separate the shell from the bean. After removing the shells, the cocoa nibs are crushed to release the fat inside, called cocoa butter, which makes up over 50% of the bean's weight. To make chocolate, cocoa butter is combined with sugar and powdered milk. This mixture creates liquid chocolate, known as chocolate liquor. The chocolate liquor is then blended with sugar and powdered milk in a giant mixer, forming a smooth, thick paste. Initially, this mixture is not perfectly smooth, but as it passes through rollers, the mixture is pressed to remove moisture and refine into smaller particles. To create the perfect chocolate bar, the mixture is passed through a conching machine, where continuous mixing helps the paste become smoother, achieving the creamy texture of chocolate. After 16 hours of mixing, the chocolate reaches the perfect smoothness and is ready to be molded. The molds are filled with liquid chocolate, and every minute, the machine fills 336 molds, producing more than 200,000 chocolate bars every day. After passing through a cooling tunnel, the chocolate hardens and becomes firm. After about 2 hours, the chocolate bars are complete and ready for packaging. A packaging machine quickly wraps each bar in foil for preservation. The journey from cocoa bean to chocolate bar is an exciting process, from the careful work of farmers to the creativity and skill of manufacturers. Every chocolate bar tells a story, a masterpiece in the art of processing and enjoying the sweet gift nature has given us.